Yeah!
We are taking Charlie.
Hello and welcome to this this cast 2v2 DEFCON 2 Warno tournament between Protoss and Stahlbrecher, which is team TKbeSt enjoyers, and they're up against TaTarBoy and my boy vladhubschrauber, who they're called hashtag UA Chorni Zaporozhtsi. I translated it. It stands for Black Zaporozhians. The Zaporozhian Cossacks, of course, uh, part of Ukrainian heritage. Apparently, I don't know too much about it, but here we are on Urban Frontlines, the three-player version, and you tend to find that basically in these tournament games. Yeah, I'm just messing with my audio levels a bit here. Just messing with my audio levels a bit here. Just messing with my audio levels a bit here. Just messing with my audio levels a bit here. Do please tell me after the game if this is too loud or too quiet. I can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, we got TKS for the TKS enjoys and 5EZ, and TaTarBoy's playing 27Y, and vladhubschrauber's on KDA. The bands. The team that's unpacked banned 56th Air Assault and 5th Panzer. So they banned the div that they would have been best here. I think 56Y would have been a much better pick than KDA. 56Y is a lot better than KDA, but I do see a very funny scrap going on here. Ooh, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I don't think that's going to work. I think it's too far forwards. I've got no idea. Maybe they've tested it. I've never seen it done before. So, TKS has the forward deployment, right? And 5EZ has the AMXs. So, standard 5EZ AMX down every road. So, you know, one here, one here, one here, one here. And TKS also gets the iHawks. So it's a really powerful combination. And NATO is better than Pact right now by quite a significant margin in my eyes, especially given the last patch increased the prices of all the BMP2s, which I really didn't agree with, and the motor strokey that came in them, which is like a double nerf to the BMP basically. It's like a 10-point increase instead of a 5-point increase because it's 5 on each, and you can't buy one without the other. Anyway. So TKS has got one of the strongest forward deployed openers in the game. Okay, so 2 Green Berets going here, and then 2 Green Berets going here, a Fischiager and Green Berets going there, and the enemy doesn't have any forward deployed. 27Y KDA, they don't have any forward deployed. And yeah, Green Berets, KDA, Green Berets, FS Jaeger, and yeah. So TKS is going to take all the zones at the start. And then Red's going to spend the rest of the game trying to push them out against extremely cost-efficient infantry, and AMX is trying to snipe all your stuff, and extremely cost-efficient tanks. So I know who my money's on. I haven't seen these games. Switch it to their opponent's deployment. They've opened Napalm Grad and Fob. I agree with opening with the Fob. Maybe even 2 Fobs, because you're going to spend the whole game rocket arting this whole town. They've opened Book. And then, yeah, we've got Small Force for Foxtrot, Butcher, Spets, Resvedka, Motorized Resvedka, but they've only got Recon forward deployment. I'm surprised this road isn't being covered by the AMX-10, because you can put something there and it'll shoot guys coming down the road. But you can't be everywhere, right? Is this one? No, it's not. That one's going there to cover that road. And then behind that, you know, BMP3s and stuff. I mean, do we really have to read out every unit? Basically, there's a lot of trash going down mid. They're just spreading out. Like, they're not going for Bravo at all. In fact, so they're going to try and go Echo Charlie. But strangely enough, like, because these are 1-pointers and these are 2-pointers, basically the whole fight is in the central part of the map, which is sad. There's not really much reason to go out here because these are only +1s and they're very hard to take anyway. I mean, look at that. It's just a house in a field. Same with this. So we'll cast the game and we'll do it from this perspective because I think this is a very funny strat and I want to see if it works or if it's a waste of legit 320 points, which is 1/5 of your opener. Right, so they're off, and it's time to thank the generous channel joiners. They're making all this possible. I've taken the decision to try and cast as many DEF CON 2 games as I can. There's quite a lot of them, which means lots of uploads per day. They get those early. They get members exclusive videos, which won't be DEF CON 2 videos, there'll be other videos. And also, oh, so he only fired 10, and he just hit the road. So yeah, I was like, if he gets one, okay, fair enough. And then is he going to fire again at a different road? He's just forgotten about it. It was going so well. It was such a good idea. It was actually a decent idea. Like, now he needs to hit this building, but he just forgot. He just forgot. And anyway, so uploading all those videos at once makes my channel algorithm absolutely trash. Makes all the videos do quite poorly. Makes YouTube recommend them less. But because I get supported by the channel members, I can afford to take that hit. So they're doing me a solid, and that KD8 avtail gets domed by the race car. That's just such a shame. I'm really upset about that. He had a really good idea. He hit that road, and then presumably hit the next road. You'd have to do it closer, right, with the rest of the volley. But he's just not using it, and so it's just a big waste. This guy doesn't actually have AT, so these men will unload in front of him. But can this even shoot that, or is it in minimum range? Race car's killing everybody anyway. Conkers misses the race car. And yeah, this guy's probably going to kill all them because he can satchel this. KDA shots are coming in. I'm just so upset about this. This was such a good idea, and he spent all that money and he's not using it. Imagine what 30 rounds here, or 10 rounds here, 10 rounds here to get that. 10 rounds over here. I don't know if you could see any of that. You know, 10 rounds over here. But alas, he's bought a CV for it to make it reload faster, but it's still got its whole volley, so it's not doing any reloading. Conker's purchase probably going to go down to these tanks and this infantry. He needs to back that really, and he needs to get in some buildings, which he is trying to do. But yeah, he's not now. He can't deal with the tanks because Conker's died, and he doesn't have any long range AT. So there you go. It's shooting again now, and it's going where those tanks were. But yeah, 5E is like, we saw this in the game against Menkar and Bottom Feeder versus Procommie, and is that actually doing anything? Against Procommie and the other one, Cuff. 5E is really, really good against KDA because you've got your own extremely cost-efficient infantry, and you've got these autocannon tanks and autocannon vehicles if you even want to bother bringing them. And so that the autocannon tanks kill the KDA Schutzen quite quickly. Oh, so there you go. So he might lose both of these here. It looks like the volley's a bit off, so he might actually not lose both of them. Yeah, the volley mostly missed there, so I guess he's going to lose neither of them. Not sure if luck or just skill. And yeah, the RPG is only 500 meters, so he needs a guy in this building really to... Well, okay, this is now not in a good spot, I think. But it's only got 10 pens, so it's going to take a while. Reservist can get a slightly better RPG. But yeah, so far +5 to the blue team. Like, they've not secured this, but you know, they've got all 3 of the middle zones. And like I said, I can understand the deal. KDA. Oh, the B2s died. I think they got hit by these and maybe they reversed into the fire. That might have been it. But yeah, now this needs to reload. I still got 6 rounds. You need to be firing it as fast as possible and start getting it reloading because it's going to take 5 minutes to reload. Or at least before it was vetted. So he's taken 40 seconds off that with his vet. But yeah, it's really just not looking good for the boys in red. And this is sort of how we'd see it going. Like, I haven't spoken much about 27Y, but 27Y doesn't do much on this map. You probably saw that in me and T-Man versus Parallax and Axis. We had 27Y and what was I playing? 56Y on this map, and I won't spoil the ending, but the 27Y, like, T-Man was playing his heart out, but it was just like, it was clearly just not meant to be. But he did actually, he ended up he was fighting over this part, and it went reasonably well for him with the T80 BVs, but yeah, I don't know. pack just has less good divisions than NATO. And so that makes it quite difficult. So yeah, the BMP-3s are out, and they might actually get this, and they're doing damage there. Would love to see a CV in some of these zones. That's a decent BMP-2. It's going to kill that, probably, eventually. But then it's going to probably drive up here and die. There is a CV here, so they need to smoke the corner and get in. Yeah, I keep seeing KDA picked in this tournament, and okay, so Vlad, you know, he's got the reservist in here. Needs to deal with that race car, really. And yeah, this is the other thing that oh, okay. usually it routes before it kills it. So there you go. That was 6 rounds from the napalm grad, and yeah, it did quite a bit. So now he's got to get it reloading. So he's brought a there's a fob there, but okay. And this guy should really be killing this. But he's just forgotten about it. So now, yeah, that's just he's not right-clicked it, so it's just idling, and when it gets the chance, it's shooting a missile. So that's rough, and now it's probably going to die to mirages. What happened to that buck? It's all the way over here. Probably won't get shot off. And he's noticed, but now the mirages are here, so that's pretty rough. So it looks like Stahlbrecher is going to get that one as well. And there you go. You see, it's this thing's stunning it up, and then it gets. Oh, okay. So low cohesion hit there is quite lucky. So a CV has been purchased, and you know Vlad, he is Vlading his way through this. Vlad the Chad, it is working, so he needs to CV up. But the problem is the fire supply is coming from his teammate, so the team play has to be very tight here, because otherwise, you know, these men have extended their fire support. But if you can get the reservist to this house here, that'd be cool. He killed that CV. That thing ended up going down because he was just sat around on 2 HP, and presumably these guys shot it. And we see some artillery purchases here going in, all that KDA Schutzen. Vlad the Chad needs to move a bit. And he needs to get that CV in the zone fast, because it's +8. This is dead. It's not really been paid attention to. Stahlbrecher can now just come around here, start cutting off the reinforcements. Of course, you still got this lane, and yeah, typically this should really. So the way me and T-Man ran it was 27Y takes both flanks, and the infantry div in my game 56, which I think is a lot better than KDA, but it was banned by the guys that picked KDA. But it, you know, you never know. Yeah. I was in the mid, and T-Man was on both flanks, and so that allowed him to use his stuff in the open, whereas it looks like Vlad is taking care of mid and the right, and that's just not going to work, because he's effectively against 2 people here. He's against Stahlbrecher and Protoss, because nothing's really happening here. Like, they're contributing the occasional unit, but you see that, you know, Tatar, he's got 1 unit in here, so he can't even... Like, to be honest, he really should put this BMP-2 in here and get that CV in there. Obviously, he doesn't see what we see, but he knows it's clear up to here, because that thing is there, which means, you know, you're clear up to there, and he can see across here. So he should really be getting that CV in. It looks like he's just forgotten about it. Still +4, and this man should really not be shooting. He's only got 4 HP, he's going to draw some artillery, and, you know, Vlad, he's got this situation now where there's no zone back here. So this is all, I wouldn't say wasted. Like, he needs to deploy them and make sure the enemy doesn't get back in. But now, now he's trying to fight against 5 easy in the open with, what, T-34s, and that's going to go about as well as you might expect. So he's spamming out the reservist in here. He needs to unload this right now. He should get that AMX. Let's zoom in. Zoom in, computer. Bam! Hit him again, Vlad. Bam! 2 shots, 2 hits. But he was well within range there, which makes the accuracy scale. And now he's unloaded all this, and now it's going over there. But you don't really want to do. I mean, obviously you can't see what we see, but that's going to slow him down. And they've only got 2 minutes. So here we go. TaTar, he's twigged. Oh, yikes. Better do something or we're going to lose. And Protoss has also twigged. Oh, yikes. This is the only way we can lose. And there's nobody here. So the BMP-2 is now target switching and shooting the Pioneer instead of the Heimat Schutzen. This guy's got to be very, very careful. No, he's going to die, isn't he? No, I think he's alright. I think he's alright there. He's alright. So where's that napalm grad? So it's being used on mid, but mid is taken, right? And he's just napalmed. What exactly? Like, he was already there. Should have napalmed over here. But yeah, this thing's got to move, or it's dead. And move it does. Right, so the napalm grad, big shame. And like he's going for one commandos. Like the team play is a bit off here. They should really be napalming gradding this corner to stop the tick immediately. Because like this is not good. This is probably dead now. And with that, their chances of winning the game, yeah, just too slow on that T80 BV. And now they can't win, right? Because, well, what are you going to do? You're going to get a CV over there in 2 minutes. How? You've not bought one. There isn't one. Oh, okay, you can send this. Fab. So, yeah, get the original pancakes up to... they need to get to here, really. And he needs to smoke this now or it's going to die. These only have 35% accuracy. And they only have 8 HP, so the book will actually one-shot them. But where is the book? Where's the book? Must have died at some point. Weird. So, you know, Vlad, he's got these units, but they're so slow, and there's only 26 seconds. I mean, to be honest, Red has taken back this game, but unless they kill this in 20 seconds, they're going to lose. So they got to hoof it. Like, he's getting that in, which will give him some more time, but, like, this has been forgotten about. These should both be in these buildings. How else are you going to see the CV? So... you can do it! You got 14 seconds to stop the tick. 10 seconds? Nah, he's just forgotten about him. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. No, he's realised, but it's too late. I mean, to be honest, then it would probably end up being very difficult to come back anyway. But yeah, that was really interesting, actually. The red team actually pulled it back, but not fast enough. Not fast enough. And they didn't... like, they got mid, and then they should have, like, heavily prioritized that +2 zone. But they just weren't in sync. So, yeah, interesting game. Stahlbrecher here, rank 19, doesn't play Pact at all, because Pact is weaker than NATO. This is me, apparently. TaTarBoy doesn't play Pact at all, because Pact is weaker than NATO. And Vlad plays 3 times more Pact than NATO. But actually, you know, Vlad plays pretty well. For a guy with 21 games, Vlad plays pretty well, I gotta tell you. You must watch Hippie YouTube videos. That can be the only way. So, that didn't look close. But it was actually close. Like, if the red team... If it had been score limit 4,000 or 3,000, I think red would have won there. Because blue kind of... really messed up. The napalm grad did some work. Well, this says it only killed 2 units, but it did a lot of damaging. And yeah, so maybe KD8 isn't such a bad pick on this map. Maybe it's all in my head, but at the end of the day, yeah, GG. Please do leave a comment. Please leave a comment. It makes YouTube recommend the videos to more people. And I like reading them. If you can't think of anything to say, just type GG, and I will see you in the next one.